We're not sure if Junichik wants to do an interview, but
I don't think his English is very good.
Yeah,
I think he can type English, but he's not very good at talking, so I don't know if that'd work.
If he's watching or streaming, he wants to do an interview.
And obviously, if you want to, I'm pretty sure like that's how it is, but I could be wrong.
We'll save the Levi interview for next match. We'll get him in here.
Simex is not happy about Exu picking Insane Easy. But I like the last 3 remaining maps.
Could see Cookie Jar again. I would mind seeing Cookie Jar again.
Probably another epithet. Yeah, another.
Oh, we are not going to see Cookie Jar. Curse. Caster's curse once again.
The maps are picked at random. Khaki Vein. And there was 16 in total, so, you know, we're obviously going to see the same maps a little bit more. Kiri says, fuck no Cookie Jar. Yeah.
We're trying our best, mate.
Like, I'm surprised we got there. We got 2 of your maps in 1 match. Like, that. What more could you want, really? Yeah. I mean, they only had a week to practice the maps in the pool, Khaki, so more than 16 would have been, you know, a bit too much. Like, the people that practiced the absolute hardest got through all 16, but a lot of the players did not get around to playing all the maps. Yeah. The reason we haven't seen Who Knows 3 yet mainly is because we haven't had 2 unit surfers in the, like, that are confident on Who Knows 3 that will allow it. It's mainly been like one really good unit surfer versus someone that has a different style of surf that knows they might not win against the unit surfer, so they just ban it to be safe.
Can't help but notice the Exu has typed Fortnite in the chat, and that has made me cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see him online. He's been offline for me.
I don't know. For me, he's online. Might just be mind broken.
The one of you guys want to draft or pro draft? Do you have Maggot?
No.
I think it's me.
I'm on offline.
Also, we'll get it going.
Yeah, I'll just go offline.
Okay.
Alright, both players ready. 15 seconds. Let's see who takes this.
Quarterfinal.
So,
I think we did a poll, but I did not see the result.
Oh, Exu actually has a faster time than Simex.
They're very close, though.
Very close, though.
Rank 9 and 10.
I would think Simex have like a top 4 time on this.
Could be very similar to Surf's Up, where you wouldn't have expected Exu to actually beat Beagle on like a sort of smooth type map like this. A unit surfer is someone who pretty much has like, they pretty much just fucking make.
They specialize in a certain type of surf, mainly like really smooth turns, not too many janky or tight angles, and generally play lower sense, and are just really good at getting the maximum units out of ramps. Like, it's like, it's a hard skill to learn. Like, people that have been surfing for thousands of hours still struggle to unit surf to the maximum. That is, like, obviously they are good at surf.
They always have lower sensitivities usually as well.
Yeah, like, even though I said before Exu is not favored to win this map, like, I wouldn't count him out. Like, Exu can do both. He's got some good times on some unit maps.
So I think Exu is going to get a similar time, maybe a little bit faster than
I think this might be
Simex's.
Faster.
Yeah. 65. Not
So
bad.
they both got decent completes on the board already, but
A
Exu's
minute and a half in, and they're just like, they're not fucking around.
not wasting any time getting a rundown first.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a good match.
I would say these players are pretty even in skill.
Someone's confused. Simex on a run that has potential to beat Exu. Close.
It's almost 3
Quite.
off.
Close.
The good thing, like, the reason we don't have any tier 6s in this map is because, like, we want the players, like, both players to have a PR before the time is up, like, is what we aimed for. So if putting in tier 6 map, or 7s or 8s for that fact, like, it would just be too much pressure to do in 10 minutes.
It's also more entertaining to watch people kind of like lower and lower each other's times and go back and forth, I feel like.
Yeah,
I
you don't
agree.
just want
If
so
a complete
one-sided.
wins the map, it's kind of just not as fun to watch. Like,
Yeah.
my favorite map from yesterday was Fornax between Simex and Tux.
Yeah, that was a really good
and
match.
I think a lot of people will agree. They were just going back and forth, like every minute someone would lower the time.
To answer
Simex
someone's
might
question in chat,
A. Yeah, Simex
The,
beats him.
the map pool goes from tier 1 to tier 5.
But no one picked a
Including-
tier 5.
7s and didn't they? Alright,
No,
so
there was
map
no tier 5s. Tier 4s was the highest picked.
1 to tier 4 then.
Hmm.
Including
Sexton
5.
improve his PR here. 82 in there.
So,
Got a lot of fans in chat. Inverse Gafftronic was pretty good. I agree, Shiki.
Come on, don't flame Caff any more than we will soon.
Speaking of flaming Caff, Fun-
Are we going
I'm
to
a-
do it during the show match, or are you talking
I'm
about something else?
gonna head out for this one. Tele can roast me. I'll be back.
so everyone knows that surfers take thousands of hours to be good at surf. Our old mate Caff.
Drum roll, please.
Actually, no. People in chat, guess how many hours you think Caff has in surf in total. He started in early 2015 on CSGO.
Simex getting a rank 9
How
time.
many hours do you think Caff has in both games combined in surf? Keep in mind he was rank 1 on CSGO and is currently rank 1 on CSS with over 130 records.
Yeah, people are posting some big numbers.
A lot
These
of
are-
people are guessing
People are close.
Pretty
Like,
accurate.
close. Yeah.
alright.
Telly has the exact figure here. Drum roll.
The exact figure of Caff's all Counter-Strike hours combined is 15,159. And we're going to take a little bit off that because he does play a little bit of MM, so he has some comp wins. So we rounded it down to 14,500.
roast me.
14,600. That's what it takes to be number 1, though.
Yeah.
Okay, it really
And
does.
just
that
for
is
those who want some comparison for that, there's like 8,600 hours in a year, I think. So Caff has spent nearly 2 entire years straight in this
Okay.
game mode.
Relax.
That last race wasn't necessary.
I don't really. Yeah, that really was not necessary.
That's just for comparison. Like, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's just to fucking put me 6 feet under.
Proof that hard work and dedication
That's
gets
to
you
put him
rank 1.
5'4" under.
I just don't play other games. I don't play other games, but I don't play them with friends. So I pretty much surfed a lot.
Yeah. He's gotten better lately though. He does play other games with us now.
I spent a significant amount of time on CS:GO being useless.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I knew Caff, I would hear stories about like Telly would tell me that he would not play other games because he didn't want to mess up his like feel
yeah.
for surf. Like he wouldn't
Okay.
play FPS games.
Yeah,
Simex
get out
on a
again?
really good run.
Yeah, Simex is going to probably improve his PR again. So he's done this
This
twice.
might be
in
another top 10.
Let me quickly
Yeah.
rename the title to just the Caff Roast.
Kind of a slow end compared to what it could have
Still
been.
got rank 8.
Yeah.
It-
Simex is going to take map 1 for sure.
That's pretty low. You can see Exu that hit him. Like he says on the record. He's a bit tilted. Stormy asked you a question, Caff in chat.
No, it can't be.
How do I self-mute him in Twitch chat as well?
Of course, Levi's better.
Yeah.
I think Levi's been better than me for a while. I surf more.
I think, no offense to anyone, and with a little bit of bias, Levi is probably the best surfer in the game currently. Closely followed, if not, Ruldar is better, and then Caff solid third, and then
No one is
I
really
wouldn't-
close to those three.
I would disagree.
Nah, I know Caff will like humble himself, but like those are definitely the top three.
Yeah, no one is really close between the top three other than them.
Guys, don't flame Caff for being third, even though he has a lot of hours.
Caff's got the most world records.
You can't like expose him and be like, "Hey, don't blame him."
Caff
You've
held
heard
the
me, mate.
record for the most like world records held at one time. He beat Since's old record from back in the day, which no one was even close to until Caff.
XU might improve here, but it's definitely still not going to be enough to beat Simex.
Yeah, that's nice then, but it's
Is
just
it
not
an
good enough.
improve? It's
Wasn't
it's
it?
slight
Simex has
improvement.
the clean sub 45 time. But
Actually, no, it's not an improve. Sorry, can't read.
can I have Caff's opinion on Caff giving his opinion?
What's your opinion on that, Caff?
I'm gonna go cry.
Damn. Imagine getting
So I'm
flamed
really,
by
actually, I
Caff.
might actually go cry. I'm like one follower of 5,000. Fucking
Oh.
insane.
Follow up, fellas. Get in there.
Who wants to be the 5,000th follower? You win absolutely nothing.
I'm unfollowing so I can be it.
Quick, everyone unfollow.
Okay, like you can.
He just lost 4 followers in his game.
If I refresh, it's gone down.
Yeah, look, we
It's stable.
kind of make fun of Caff for his hours, but he's rank 1. He has the most world records. He's by far the most successful streamer right now. So
Yeah, you cannot
Man,
deny
and
Caff's
has
hard.
earned everything that he has. So
No, definitely.
shout outs to Caff for being a legend.
Tele doesn't always agree with that, but
Didn't ask. Damn. I've almost
Big up,
gone through
Harry.
the facts that I wrote down on my whiteboard. Since I have one here about Exu, since we're actually currently watching Exu.
Oh yeah, we forgot about that as well.
I don't know how many people from the stream are like familiar with the CSS, but Exu wasn't actually that well liked, I guess you could say, when he first started. Sort of similar with Levi.
He was young as well.
Yeah, like a lot of the surfers are young, so they can like, I don't know. I don't want to say give like a bad impression, or they can get an ego about themselves. But Exo was not well liked by a few of the good surfers at the time, and he really paid the price for that when he got farmed down to 0 records by all the good players. And he held that grudge for a long time because once he got good, he redeemed himself, and he's actually earned a lot of people's respect.
I don't know why he's not. I guess he just assumed that was a good run, and he just can't beat it.
Yeah. I think actually now, like, he streamed and people started to see how good he actually was, so...
how
a
do
lot
I
of people-
remove follower English chat? Someone, a mod remove follower English chat. I didn't realize it was still on. I reran the broadcast yesterday, and then we had some bots spamming some not very good things, so we had to put it in follower English chat. I did not realize this, so they did not show. I love you all.
I clicked the wrong button when I tried to turn it off.
Thanks for sabotaging.
I did that 1 millisecond ago.
World record farming doesn't happen too extreme. Obviously, if players have similar map taste, then whoever is the superior surfer mainly ends up with most of those maps. Who's been the best surfer in his prime is such a hard question to answer because obviously there's so many conditions to like what made them good and what was considered good when they were the best.
I'm thinking of one person in particular that a lot of
I
people.
can answer
many
like
things they censor.
Well, yeah. I think if you're thinking newer than that, though, I think a lot of people would say Melinda.
I
Yeah.
think.
Melinda.
I would say before my time, Sinky Melinda. My
Melinda was
time,
so much
Melinda
more into-
Roller.
Yeah. But Melinda never really did age stuff. He was more a smooth surfer.
Hired Spec, by the way.
Like, pretty much everyone that's been rank 1 could be considered the best at one point, regardless of like their records or points. Because we've had players like Red Sea, Koosh, Sinsa, you know, Caff, Ruldar, even Levi. Like they're all just like, yeah, Fishy was really good, actual CS:GO surfer.
See, a lot of people you can't rate. Fisho came. He got some insanely good records that I think he holds. I think he still holds elite, but he only disappeared, so you
yeah.
can't rate him past that.
And he was only good at a specific type of map, and that's kind of probably why I'm biased towards Melinda a bit, because he's good at the maps that I like. But I think I would actually say Sinsa. Probably I've changed my mind. I think many people would agree that he was the best of all time, and he's been the best across such a long period of time as well. He's gone and come like so many times,
and he never seems to like.
And he's just as good as he was when he left. He doesn't get worse. Like,
the only way you get Sinsa back to surf in this time period is someone taking Tronic. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Roldar kind of GG'd Omnific, so he's probably not going to come back for that. But
yeah, it's not GG'd, but
not GG'd, but I don't
know if Sinsa wants to come back and take it on a on ping.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't.
Boggrel #1. Boggrel is an insane trick surfer. I really wish that guy put a lot of time into skill surf, because I feel like he could have done some amazing things.
What about, I think someone called Pete held the Disneyland Stage 1 CP CSS. I think he was also a really good trick surfer. He's also Australian.
Yeah. For those of you who want to know just how good Boggrel was, he's done things in trick surf that Beetle couldn't do. So, like, you probably haven't heard of him. A lot of people haven't, but that's how good he is.
A lot of the old school surfers actually dabbled in, and some came from trick surf, so not so much nowadays, as it's like not really that popular anymore. But you know, a lot of the best surfers in the world from back then were trick surf players.
Actually, coming in for a complete here.
Yeah, actually a not bad one either.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, since Skyward's not a server anymore, I'm pretty sure, so I'm pretty sure it just died with that. There's been some like servers that pop up every now and then by people, but they never really stay longer than a couple months.
This would be a good time to give a shout out to Frag Surf. Is that what it's called? I don't know anything about it, but that's that trick surf game that's being developed, right?
Yeah, is there an ETA on that being released? I know there's been some talk about that.
Yeah, I've seen some like footage from the alpha testers, and it looks pretty good. It's not even on. It's on a completely different engine. I think it's on Unity engine. No, not Unity engine. Sorry, actually, I have no idea.
Unreal.
But yeah, something like that. Unreal, but it's on a completely different engine, so the game looks way better than like any Counter-Strike game will without Source 2. And that is just one guy developing it, and he's working so unbelievably fast to get it finished.
Yeah. You know, it's good that people are trying to rival like CSS, because people are always down to play something new, just something fresh, because this game is quite old. Like, this game's as old as like some of the surfers in the tournament.
Older than Marble.
Cast his opinion on the hardest scene to complete in Surf. Recently in Surf, okay, for the longest time, Tier 6 was the highest tier in Surf. And pretty much anything hard that was added to Surf was just labeled Tier 6. And recently we got Tier 7 and 8. And Ollie's map and a few other things were added to that, because they were just, like, we just needed more tiers, because they were just not even comparable to some of the things that were listed as Tier 6.
A lot of the old Tier 6s were labeled as Tier 6 like 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And if you think about how much better people have gotten in 10 years, it just doesn't make sense to have these maps that are like Tier 6 10 years ago, sorry, Tier 6 now. Like, because it just wasn't the same. Like, the maps just weren't comparable at all, so they had to add more tiers. So we got two more
talking to each other in the middle of a tournament.
Untouchable says, when I first created tiers, I only made 1 to 5. Yeah, the times back then would have been so different. You have maps like Insane that were made to be impossible, and now that's considered a farm. Like,
yeah, Insane is like pretty easy.
For reference, when I think KSF Clan, I'm not sure when they actually made the whole you join, you get the tag. But I had someone message me curious about the requirements because it still says there's like a tryout and you have to complete like Sandman, Exo Cube, Theory Game, all that sort of stuff. That was made in like 2011.
Yeah, that was probably made 10 years ago. So
it's so outdated.
Yeah, the forums are really kind of like that a bit.
This insane bonus is still worth 5,000 points, and that is not considered hard by today's standard at all. And it just gives ridiculous points because people back then were just like, haha,
I deserve
5,000 points because like no one's doing that shit.
Yeah, well, back then you probably did deserve that many, but not anymore with the way it's evolved.
So I actually asked all those players to play, and none of them wanted. Since they didn't want to surf, I think Truffle couldn't make it, and Sinky just said no. I think I asked Krushtar Sinky, and Sinky said no.
Rank 6.
Oh,
we have a match. He went minus on CP4.
Oh. Fun fact about Insane Bonus actually is apparently when it first came out, which was before my time, Trax completed it and he actually gave 1 million points. So he's the only player I think forwards to have 1 million points at once.
Why does this guy keep mentioning therapists?
Mate, we're not living in 2011.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, I did that, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
We've seen a top 10 from each player on both maps played. Like,
and it improved, actually, from both.
Yeah, like...
They've improved the actual PR.
Yes. Surf Corruption, I think, is tier 8, along with a couple bonuses. There's nothing else? Or are they tier 7?
There's no... What, you mean, like, bonuses aren't actually tiered?
Yeah, I thought there was some classified as tier 8 though.
Oh, I could be wrong. I don't think bonuses are tiered though. I think corruption's
they're not tier. I think it's pretty much just down to the player's discretion. Like people would say probably that like 4nax B4 is tier 8. Or is it B4? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the other B4s probably be like tier 7.
Tier 7. Some of the easier ones, tier 6.
Yeah.
Depends.
Not so Zen B5, tier 8, Merky can confirm.
Oh, yeah. 12 hours in zone. Finally got it done.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you, Draph.
You're welcome.
That'll be on my YouTube channel in about 6 months when I finally complete all the bonuses.
Surf_ please is controversial.
Yeah.
Because I kind of think it's tier 6, but people would not agree with that.
I disagree. I agree with Caff as well. I think it should not be tier 7. People just sometimes don't give the new maps a chance. Like Raffaello and Plus, please, are both really good maps that people kind of just see and they're too scared to try. But they really aren't as hard as many people think they are.
It is looking like we could just get no complete out of Simex here.
I just noticed Simex doesn't have a PR on this. Like, yeah.
I don't think he's practiced this map. I don't think he.
Time X2's on a hooter of a run as well. Might I add?
Yeah, he is 0-2 to the record.
Yeah, this could be good. But he's
minus the CP3 record.
He has kind of no speed here, but you gotta respect CPs.
This is gonna be.
Rogar does a pretty good end. This, I think, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say 0.57. Oh, I am wrong. I'll eat my words.
That that's really close to the time Ruldar got as well, actually. So, 2 surfers proving that they are really good at this map.
And this is what we wanted out of shortening the map pool: is more consistent, closer matches. Obviously, this isn't because Simex isn't really good at this type of surf, but. What is the next map? Does that favor anyone?
I'd say they're both pretty good at the map.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Surf Professor is Gavin.
He would
Yeah.
give himself a name
I
like
can
that.
agree just from the amount of question marks he uses.
I think
Either
Simex
Gavin or Fluffies. And Fluffies
accepted.
is actually banned, so it could be Fluffies. It was created 2 hours ago.
Playing Epithet next.
Oh, I picked that.
Okay, so this is just like under the bonus. Yeah. Unfortunate map, no PB from Simex, but you know,
Yeah,
Least we
this
can
map
see
kind
if,
of favors Exu.
Yeah.
1-1.
Simex could be good at it if he practiced it a lot, I feel like. I don't know
Can
how
we
much-
do-
Exu struggled on this last time, or is that someone else?
I think a lot of people struggled on this.
Yeah,
Did you ever end up cropping like for DPIs and sensors, Tele?
I did. Exclamation mark players, I think, is a command.
Yeah, Exu has a much faster time. But
Yeah. He says, wait, what? Actually, rank 4, yeah.
so this is what I was talking about it's important to research your opponent. Because
Yeah.
Yeah,
Simon-
we saw a similar incident.
guys loading into this map to
We have
realize
another incident like this last night with Tux having not really practiced the map.
Yeah, we've got Exu rank 4 on the map versus rank 16. So,
it's not I wouldn't count Simex out, but he's not the favorite.
I'd spare.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate the reminder.
glad you're doing something, bro.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry, I can't
Tele
speak
just
that loud.
appears to like dirtying fellow Australians.
we are talking too much. We need to let Draph speak more.
Yeah. Alright, you can
No,
solo
don't.
cast this match.
Solo cast the first 5 minutes.
There's a reason I'm not talking.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Right back.
Swiss,
Yes,
I
if-
pretty much. Oh, you go. Sorry.
No, I was just
cut him
gonna be an idiot.
Straight away.
I was gonna be an idiot. You go.
Pretty much Swiss. I picked who I thought was the best and most active at the time, and I went down the list. See, some people said no, and I'm like others. I probably forgot to invite some other people, but you know, I did my best, and now we're here.
Okay, look, Simex is actually good at the map. I was not expecting him to get these CPs.
That is significantly good.
That would have
Yeah.
beaten it. X already did a decent time, and that would have probably beaten it if he did the end properly.
Yeah, where Exu has a good time. This is a map where it's kind of hard to get that time consistently, I feel.
Oh yeah, none of the players are really getting close to their PR in the tournament so far on this. Simex has like 3 hours in zone, and Exu has about 5, so they're both definitely experienced enough on it. It's interesting. We're going to see 2 Danish players in the semi-finals, one on either side. So that means that there will be 1 Danish player in the final and 1 Danish player in the bronze match, confirmed.
Or, you know, it could be both the Danes and the third map players.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's true. They could just both be in the final.
It's not right off marble just yet.
Sorry, I was kind of. Well, I was thinking of Levi more, so I'm kind of just assuming Levi's going to win, but that isn't the case. We can't assume that anything can happen. And both these players are very competent, so I'm sure they can make him work for a win if he does win.
Yeah, after we saw what happened to Roldar, like, fuck it, anything's
Anything
possible.
can happen.
We haven't really seen MBN, you know, look nervous or
I was about
shaky
to
at
say,
any point.
he is pretty. Out of everyone, he's been getting the closest to his PRs.
And better.
Yeah, and better as well.
I mean, we were doubting him a bit on Year 3000 and
Look at that
he
turned
ended
out.
up clutching it. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, even though these players don't look like they're really nervous, like, they play really low sense, so you might not have visible shakes, but I'm sure everyone is a bit nervous. Especially now that we're past the first bracket, you know, entering finals. Like, and money is on the line soon. So
After this match, yeah, there's money on the line. So
hopefully these players are fucking composed, because it's actually a lot of money for a lot of these players to do this for a hobby and something to do. But once you start earning money from it, like, it gets real serious.
Simex with a time.
Slightly slower, but
he did the end.
Still not really a time you want to be seeing.
Yeah, he really failed the end and still almost beat Axu. So I think Simex is going to improve that.
To clarify on something being debated in chat, so each player did pick one map, and the map picks and that will be released after the tournament is over. You can probably get that on screen actually afterwards.
We've kind of probably leaked it a bit here and there, but
I mean, some are obvious. Some you could guess. Some would probably shock people.
Yeah, some are just really obvious. But yeah, we can release that officially at the end. Who picked what?
If I do another, I'm not gonna say if. I feel like when I do another tournament, I will take crowdfund prize pool, but I'm gonna cap it. I don't want it getting out of control.
88 makes sure he takes the lead.
Oof.
And Simex spines the last ramp.
Oh, you hate to see that.
I'm gonna watch Simex for a bit. I wanna see this run from start to finish.
He's doing pretty well when you.
Mate, we get it. You have
PRs.
a therapist fetish, but he's not in this tournament.
And if he was, he would get absolutely dirted by every single person.
Okay, you haven't had to do him like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, me and
That's some
therapist pretty
shit.
tight.
Been confirmed that therapist does infuriate Merky.
Yep, I just want to be able to self-mute him.
KSF member privileges.
Can't self-mute KSF members.
Look, you gotta give therapist credit though. He's gotten Nim to a pretty solid state in Surf.
Mm-hmm.
Nim, therapist is pretty much Nim's custom zone boy.
Simex on a hot run right now.
Decent run.
Yeah.
Why do you guys say anything?
Hey, I said it after he hit his head.
475 start zone. Now he's gonna
We
fail.
didn't even think about that. We could have done like an Omnific show match.
Ooh, that would have been a good idea.
I mean, it's still possible. Like, nothing's set in stone yet.
Depends how long. I mean,
We
show match will take about 7 minutes. MDRN will be about 10. So
yeah,
X's done a good time as well.
66. I mean, that's almost better than Simex's PR, which is
It is
a
better.
little bit
better.
nerve-wracking. Oh, it is. So
Simex can easily improve that. I've
He
seen him
can.
doing good
He can.
runs.
His runs that he's been getting are better than his PR. Like,
yeah, his PR really isn't like an indicator of how good he is at this map, because he's obviously practiced a bit more since getting that time.
his CPR is plus 47 CP2. I just saw him have plus 10 CP2 on the run that he failed when we jinxed
Large
him.
improvement right there.
Yeah. If
Look,
he did-
I can't.
Sorry, you go.
Oh, it's not like stupid. You go.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Nice.
Can't promise. I can't just sell Louis. But if he's open to a date for the winner of next tournament, he's welcome to do that.
Yes, fuck. Levi's still in it. He won his match against Junichik 2-0.
Levi has not lost a map to anyone. Neither is MBN.
X won a decent run.
Yeah, she's actually kind of fucking cruising right now.
Oh, he's
Safe
not going for the end skip. Oh, that's still a decent time.
That
33.
is going to do
Very
it.
good,
That is
actually.
going to do it.
That's top, isn't it? That is like, yeah, he says CG. I think Simex knows.
That's a rank 7 time.
Pardon, sorry? Angle. Like a group 1. It's like there's groups in Surf, so there's like top 10, like there's world record top 10, group 1, group 2, etc, etc.
Each group is just a different point allocation.
Yeah. So I think Simex has I think X is just, he's happy with that time, and who wouldn't be? Like, that is close to his PR and really good for a 10-minute timer.
So it looks like X through the past 2 maps has hit his time and going into spectator before the time it's over.
I mean,
Like-
that's confidence. Like,
Kind of risky though.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that is pretty. That's kind of cocky. Like,
Okay, did he have a stream open?
I would pay. I already said this yesterday. I would pay a lot of money to just watch Simex beat his time. Like,
He's doing CP 1 to 2 very well.
yeah, he kind of just loses it at the end though. Everyone, that blue ramp section is probably the hardest in the map. Like, to stay with the world record CPR, you really have to do that well and risk everything. So,
Guys, Nykan's doing his best. Like, he's keeping track of so many things. If he makes if
if it takes him like a minute to
Yeah.
update something, then
Like just like
He's another
he's
robot.
doing this literally for free and with nothing in it for himself, and we wouldn't be here without him. So
shoutouts. Can we ban Surf Professor?
I legitimately think it's Fluffy's on remote. Fluffy's is banned from my chat, so
Best map ever made is
she knows
not
all the
fucking-
fluffy ults.
like, that is such a hard question
Oh.
because it's just different for every person you'd asked. For me, I wouldn't even know what the best map, like, what do you guys think the best map ever made would be? Mythic, definitely a contester. Like,
Valpect, a lot of people think is one of the best looking maps.
yeah. I mean, visually, Valpect is stunning, but the Surf is not really my sort of cup of tea. Like, Ghostbusters, that guy can shut the fuck up. Surf Summer's pretty good.
I like that one.
Anoki is really good.
Very nice
I
looking.
think-
That's my background on my main screen.
we'll let Draph go. What do you think, Draph?
Huh?
Best map.
What's the best map ever
Well,
made in
like,
Surf?
so many like different things they could go into what a good map is.
Yeah.
I don't know, just a good, like, all-rounder. Like, maybe not the best visually, but really good Surf.
I'd probably
Because-
just go with Omnific because the surf is good and it looks
Yeah.
nice.
Like, I know a lot of people like the look of Surf maps, but if it doesn't surf well, people just don't like it. Like, at the end of the day, the Surf is the most
Wait,
important.
Exo could, Simex could bring this back if he does a good end.
Please, please.
Nah, it's too-
Oh,
No!
It was too slow as well.
still got a
Wow.
PR.
That
Darky
was,
with the tier 1, thank you.
That would have been fucking insane if you got that.
Oh,
He says, holy shit, you're good, unironically.
ironically. Actually, man.
Just everything you say sounds sarcastic. Like,
I know.
To go wide, I'm gonna go completely opposite to you guys. I think Nostromo is a really good map, and I would say Raffaello.
I would
I
agree.
think
With
Raffaello has some really good surf.
the most underappreciated map, in my opinion, is Raffaello.
I think the Surf on that is
That
pretty
map
good.
surfs so brilliantly, and it looks really good as well.
Yeah. It definitely does not get the, like, credit. Because it's just so, like... What'd you say?
Finals is best of 3. No, I can. It had to happen. I couldn't go 10 hours without a voice crack, alright?
Yeah. Had that eventually.
It happens way more frequently than that, alright?
you want to get Simex in here for an interview?
Yeah, Sarmax want to do an interview?
Yeah, he agreed.
Let's have a quick break.
Get him in.
Bring him in.
The legend himself, B-Hopper turned surfer.
Transcriptor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
turned
that's-
scripter.
You weren't meant to hear that. Hello. What's up, mate? How you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Thoughts on those maps?
I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe I should have practiced.
Yeah.
First,
I feel like you
Pantheon seems fun though.
I feel like
Yeah.
you did better than you gave yourself credit for. You didn't think you were going to do very well in this tournament.
But Ixo was my pick, and Ixo all the way. I'm gonna go for MBN and Ixo. Best final.
They're your countrymen.
Really?
Fair enough.
Danish final. Nah, I mean, Levi's probably gonna have a pretty good match, but yeah, just for the Danish dude, I'm gonna go for MBN and Ixo, 100%.
Fair enough, mate. You got to
Country
respect
rep.
it.
Well, one of them
Yeah,
is going
the
to
country.
yeah, they're either both playing each other in the bronze match or in the final. Like, one of them's
Oh.
getting there, so...
Damn.
It's gonna be fun.
Surfed really well. Like, you almost brought that back at the end. Like, that would have been a
sick if you
crazy
made
comeback.
I don't know the speeds on that end. Like, was that enough? Because I was kind of nervous if that was speedy enough.
I think
Yeah,
it
that's
may have
already
just
done.
been slower, or it may have just been quicker. I don't know. Who knows?
It would have been very close. For the last
the
round.
nerves getting to you, just like you're just in the back of your mind, you're just like, this is it, gotta finish this
Yeah.
map.
I saw fucking plus 20 in the CP2. I've never ever gotten
Ah.
that. So I was like, holy fuck, is this fast?
You're like, this is
Oh,
it.
well. GG's.
GG's,
I think
man. You played well.
Ixu wanna get in here, I think.
Should we drag Exu as well? Do I really want to do that?
We could do.
yeah.
We could, yeah. All right.
Should we do them separately or?
Uh,
I'll bring
He
you.
I
mentioned
can
four
go
matches
in.
qualify.
Hey,
what's up, mate?
What's up, George?
Hello.
Greetings. Good match, Simex. You're a better
Good
unit
match.
surfer than me. And could you not flex on me on Pantheon next time? Thank you.
You flexed on Sinsane, okay?
You guys both like
This-
alright.
Yeah.
But who flexed on the last match? Question mark.
You did.
It was a good match.
Did
We
I?
got a chance out of it.
Yeah, it was a fun match. Fun tournament.
was
Thanks
fun.
for inviting me.
That's no
Yeah.
problem, man. Thanks for representing, as I said, everyone representing the surf community well.
Hell yeah.
We'll definitely have you both back for the next one.
Yeah.
Paul.
Hell yeah.
Paul.
Fun
Well,
fact, we actually pushed back today's date for Simex, so if you got
Yeah.
out, we would have been really
That's
upset.
true. Oh yeah, I got home like not long ago. I was at woke up 6 a.m. worked for 5 hours, came home, tournament starts.
We
Shit.
appreciate you making it, man.
You got to give Simex credit. He didn't get to grind all the maps before, like a lot of everyone else would
The
have.
guy, the guy's
No,
been
he
busy.
decided not to.
Like some
how
of
many-
them are still fine.
Mr.
I mean-
Simex, may you please explain how many instabans you have on your list?
About 8 or 9, but like that wouldn't be realistic. So I just went with getting lucky for the map pool, which I
Oh.
kind of got with this match. So I'm happy. GG's.
Yeah, GG's, dude.
Good game, guys.